because of greed and jealousy. Barack Obama is someone who was resurrected from the bones of Abraham Lincoln. I know it because I requested it, and that's who he is. He's not 54 years old. He's only 26 years old. He's been on this planet for 26 years. He was developed and he came out or grew up fast because we developed a serum called the human growth serum, which came from, if anyone knows, you can look him up, it's called the tree man. He was a kid who was born who has tree limbs growing out of him, but he's about 7-8 feet tall. I'm the one who discovered DNA. I am the one who named DNA. All of this can be proven. I need the people and the public of the earth and the world to know that Atlanta, Georgia at this time is the center of the earth, and the government is switching over to the city of Atlanta at this time. It's being done secretly. I'm coming out with it now because I have to warn people that Barack Obama is secretly trying to become a dictator. He hasn't spoken with me, which he was supposed to. I have 2 children who are on the Ashley Robin Wallace Bill of Rights, signed by former President Bill Clinton. This is a bill that certifies that I am supposed to come into possession of not only my 2 children or my 3 children who are on the bill, but there are 2 that are mine specifically. Their names are Robin and Rihanna Wallace. They are the heirs of my estate. I am a gazillionaire, a trillionaire, but I have never gotten any of my money. I created the email so that I could secretly receive my money, but my email was hacked because the Williams family, who are a part of the Freemasons, they waited on me and watched me until I created the email and received all of my money through email. This is money that has come from the Vatican. If you watch on YouTube, there's a video that speaks of the money with a name on it. The money that was prayed over by nuns that comes from the Vatican has a name on it. The name is Ashley Robin Wallace. This money, which is about $662 billion, was stolen by Providence Missionary Baptist Church here in Atlanta, Georgia, Pastor Gerald L. Durley, and Antonio Marquise Williams, who's a child molester. He's also someone who's not human. He was created at NASA, and he's a human android. If anyone has seen him, report him to your local authorities, call the National Guard or the U.S. Army. They will be able to check him. He has a chip, but he's also has a computer device inside of him. He was created from android blood. We're now in the spiritual age. This information isn't being told by the United States government at this time, but I have taught the entire country through my secret device. Everyone here in the United States, you are either a Freemason. If you're younger, you are part of the Great Illuminati. At this time, the Freemasons Brotherhood are being discontinued all over the earth. That's because I am the Freemason. And because the Freemasons have not done their job, which is freeing Mary's son. I'm Mary's son. My mother's name is Mary. I'm the one with the red star. Most people who are Freemasons or Illuminati know who I am. They know that I'm coming to ownership of everything. At this time, I am the ambassador of the entire earth, the 46th President of the United States of America. It can all be proven because it's documented under the Ashley Robin Wallace Bill, which is a protocol backed by the United Nations. It's being ignored by the Obama administration, but all of my laws are being passed all over the entire earth. At this time, because of the the non-acknowledgement of who I am by the Obama administration, certain laws are being passed here in the United States, but in the city here of Atlanta that I own, which is now one of the richest cities in the world, but it's not being announced, of course. But Mayor Kasim Reed, who is also someone who was created at NASA from an alien called the Cleon. If you've ever watched Star Trek, these are real aliens. The United States government and the United Nations, we all made a pact, a universal pact with extraterrestrial aliens at this time because of the universal change, which we call the dancing of the stars. Well, we have been going through what they call a planetary rotation. We're no longer in the same galaxy, and we are now living amongst extraterrestrials. Most people have experienced the visitation of aliens back in 2011. These were extraterrestrials who were coming back to the Earth to see their children who were created at NASA. A lot of people who are on this planet at this time during the spiritual age needed to be evaluated because they were created at NASA, but they were created from different alien species, the Cleons, the Martians, the Venetians. Some people are purebred aliens that look like they're human. These things were supposed to be being evaluated by the Pentagon, but because of the secrecy here in the United States of America, most people have forgotten who they are because their brains have been being erased by NASA. NASA at this time was supposed to be the new governmental facility of the United States of America because NASA watches over the entire Earth and the universe. At this time, NASA here in America has to be shut down. It has to be shut down because they have gone against the owner of the country. These people are the ones who have created all of the devices for me at this time. Everything is synced to me. I am implanted with chips that control the wind machine in space. I'm implanted with chips that control the computers. I'm implanted with chips that control even certain ships for me so that I can get off of the planet in case of an emergency. The doomsday is something that was created for me just in case the people were cursed, or just in case the people on this planet who were created from the different alien species went crazy or something bad happened. Well, this is where we are right now. Most people don't know it because it's very quiet. But the doomsday is now activated because Barack Obama has not shown up to get me. I have a facility here in the city of Atlanta that's hidden. It's called the Great Pyramid. It's the new Pentagon, one of the most highly sophisticated, most technological Pentagons in the world. It's an underground facility, but it's controlled at this time through the space station in space. But the United States of America at this time is being watched over and controlled by the Russian government, which represent the Red Star, which represent Ashley Robert Wallace. That's who I am. I had to do this for my own safety because I am the sun god. At this time, the citizens here in the city of Atlanta are under heavy evaluation because my life is in danger. It's in danger because Barack Obama has not come to my aid. Barack Obama at this time has gotten involved in a conspiracy with the Black Church of Providence Missionary Black Church and various black religious leaders who seek to control my life because of my wealth and because they seek to personally have money that comes from tithes and offerings from people who love God. These black people do not love God. They love money. They've proven it. They've proven it because they have been robbing me for a long time. A lot of these people in the city of Atlanta have taken care of children who I have created at NASA for my personal self. At this time, I had to create people to go in specific positions so that I could take possession of my country. These citizens have now gone against me. Most people don't know the entire city of Atlanta is laced with nuclear bombs, mostly on the west side, because I had to resurrect, by request from the Spirit God, the people who killed Christ 3,500 years ago. These people were resurrected from hell. Sounds funny, but it's truth. This is what the secret societies are about. At this time, the secrets are killing my life, my quality of life, but because of who I am, I'm still alive. I have been electrocuted with 3,500 plus volts of electricity by Georgia Power, which came from the ground secretly because of the chips that are implanted inside of me. These chips were mimicked by scientists from NASA who have been planning on sabotaging me since I've been running the country as a child. I expected it, but I also have a backup plan. So I built and had built underground tunnel. This is what the CERN is. The CERN is a part of a world nuclear bomb that is ticking. There's a date, 9/27. So between 9/27 and between 9/27/2014 and October 22nd, 2014. Now, I've activated this already because I had a chip, which came from a device that I had created, which is being watched over and was activated from the space station, which is not controlled by NASA here in America, but it's controlled by Russia. I'm warning citizens at this time, if you have any documentation of who I am, I've given documentation to numerous celebrities, lots of the women, Gloria Vanderbilt of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, Joan Rivers was someone, Melissa Rivers has evidence of who I am, Barack Obama has evidence of who I am, Michelle Obama knows who I am personally. These are all people, Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, most of the politicians, including John Boehner, who's a full Venetian. These people do not want to be revealed of who they are. I don't understand why. They all have my blood, but they are going against me. I am not someone who was created at NASA, and they have started what they call a NASA thing. They're not thinking about humanity. They only want to hold on to material goods. That's the problem with this spiritual age. It's the age of vanity. Because things have not been done properly at the proper times, the earth is now in danger. They don't want to mention it, but it's due to jealousy. This jealousy comes because I'm a 36-year-old man who owns the United States of America, and that I'm rebuilding the entire earth to represent an eternal age. At this time, people who are evil, that means child molesters, people who have consistent robberies, a lot of people who are in prison, who have done things, who are on death row. All around the world, these people are being murdered. They're being murdered because we are going into an age of peace. With the United States being the #1 country in the world, the diamond of the rock, all evil runs to America. At this time, America has been under surveillance for the past 27 years by the overseas countries. I have had a TV show overseas called The Living Word. In some countries it's called The Son of God. But it's the first reality TV show. This show has been running for 27 years. In some countries it's on the secret device. A lot of the people in this country at this time have been delivered secret devices so that they can watch me. I have cameras that are built that fly all over the world, but they watch everyone. They watch me everywhere I go. Anything that's done to me is being watched and recorded. Also, my twin sister Beyonce knows is someone who's also been watched our entire lives.